Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video I'll provide a review of my stock portfolio and the dividends I received during the month. I'll discuss any stocks I've bought or sold this month. And I'll also discuss my income and expenditure for my rental property investment, including quite an exciting update. My stock portfolio currently stands at £22,942.59 invested. I try and invest between £250 and £500 each month, but a lot depends on my current situation, and this year I've been saving for my third property, which has limited the capacity to add to the portfolio. I do get the keys for the third property this week, which will be nice as I won't have to keep saving the majority of my salary to pay for the deposit and the solicitor fees each month. I have added to my portfolio this month. I sold my own phone after receiving an upgrade and got £180, and I also added around £400 from my salary as well. So what did I buy? I got 2 shares of Federal Realty Investment for an average cost of $73.19, bringing my total number of shares to 8. This gives me a cost per share of $93.09 and a yield on cost of 4.55%. This is a stock that I still want to average down further. I bought 30 shares of Legal & General for an average cost of £1.92, giving me 192 shares in total. This gives me a cost per share of £2.19 and a yield on cost of 8.22%. I bought 17 shares of the Invesco S&P 500 High Dividend Low Volatility ETF for an average cost of £21.42, bringing my total number of shares to 29. I have a cost per share of £20.80 and a yield on cost of 4.71%. I started a position in the Vanguard FTSE All World High Dividend Yield by buying 9 shares for an average cost of £40.59. This gives me a yield on cost of 3.94%. I got 8 shares of the Vanguard FTSE 100 ETF for £27.78. This gives me 13 shares in total, a cost per share of £27.56 and a yield on cost of 3.59%. And finally, I bought 4.242915 shares of the Vanguard S&P 500 for an average cost of £51.66. This brings my total number of shares to 8 and gives me a cost per share of £49.83 and a yield on cost of 1.51%. The strange fraction was just me rounding everything up to whole shares, as it just looks a bit messy to me. My thinking behind the purchases this month was to average down on FRT and Legal & General, as after doing a bit of research and reading, I felt like they were good long-term prospects. And with buying more ETFs, I'm hopefully going to protect my dividend payments and diversify away some risk. I want to have at least 40% of my portfolio as ETFs, so expect to see a lot more purchases to that effect in the coming years. I'm toying with the idea of using December to average down on a number of positions where I haven't added to for a while. There were also some sales to restructure my portfolio. As I mentioned on the October review, I have got too many stocks currently, and although the majority of them aren't bad companies, I just want to reduce the number down to a more manageable amount. Investing around £500 a month doesn't stretch too far when you have around 60 holdings, so it does need to come down. I won't ever sell at a loss, so I'm waiting to at least break even and then just recouping the dividends in the meantime until that happens. So I sold 3 shares in Bristol Myers Squibb for an average of $65.46 per share. And I sold 14 shares of IMI plc for an average of £11.78 per share. I sold 195 shares in Taylor Wimpey for an average of £1.53 per share. All of the proceeds from the sales were used towards funding the purchases this month. So after all of the buys and sells, this means that the overall yield for my portfolio as a whole currently sits at 3.49%, which equates to £698 per year in predicted dividends, or £58.16 per month. So during the month of November, I actually received £43.02 in dividends from 13 different stocks. There will always be a discrepancy between my actual dividends received and my predicted dividends, just due to the timing of me purchasing shares and being eligible through the ex-date of the dividends. I received £6.78 from AbbVie, £2.54 from Anglo Pacific, 26p from Apple, £8.52 from AT&T, £2 from the Bank of New York Mellon, 88p from Bristol Myers Squibb, which I've sold my entire position now, £4.73 from British American Tobacco, £1.12 from Colgate Palmolive, £4.12 from JP Morgan, £2.41 from Realty Income, £5.24 from Unilever, 82p from Verizon, and £3.60 from WPP. This total is up by £3.77 compared to last month's dividend total. I did receive a further £27.56 as a dividend from the Viatris Pfizer spin-off. I haven't included this as it's not a genuine dividend to me. So Pfizer shareholders would have received Viatris shares, but as Trading 212 couldn't offer this, we received the monetary value instead. I'm averaging £40.82 per month for this calendar year in actual dividends, which I'm really happy with, and the next goal is to hopefully push through the £50 per month average. As always, all dividends stay in the portfolio and used to purchase more shares. My portfolio has earned a total of £449 in dividends since I made my first share purchase on the 17th of December 2019. By reinvesting the dividends, this has grown my portfolio from £22,493.59 to £22,942.59, which is a growth of around 1.99% so far. I expect this percentage to get larger over time as more dividends are received and then reinvested. Another one of my investments is a one-bedroom apartment, which is currently tenanted. So how much did I make this month from the rental property? I received £700 in rental income. My outgoings were £84 including VAT on the management fee of 10%, and £230.61 was spent on the mortgage. These are my perfect months where the only expenditure is the management fee and the mortgage. Some months will have costs associated with upkeep and repairs, which obviously eats into the profits. This leaves a total profit of £385.39 for the month of November. As I mentioned earlier on in the video, I have recently completed my third property purchase, so we'll have another rental property to let once everything is in order. It might be tricky to get a tenant before the end of the year, but it would be nice to get someone in as soon as I can. So if we total up my dividend income and my rental income, this gives me £428.41 in total for the month. So what will I be doing with that? As mentioned previously, the dividends received will be reinvested straight back into the portfolio, and the rental income sits in a separate bank account which is purely dedicated to the rental property. So everything goes through this bank account in terms of income and expenditure. I'm looking to build this amount up as it does act as an emergency fund should anything need buying for the rental property. And then once it hits a certain amount, I'll either pay the mortgage down or put it into stocks. I hope that you've enjoyed this video and found it interesting and informative, and I hope it's given you inspiration and ideas for your own personal finances. If you have, then please like the video and subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you think in the comments section below. Thanks again for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video.